All right, guys, this is what I'm dealing with. It is 8:55. This thrift store right there is getting ready to open in 5 minutes. Rainy day to Monday, and there's a line like out the door already. Everybody thinks that they're a professional reseller and an entrepreneur, man. I love it. But I don't know. Let's go in there and give them hell. What is going on, guys? Welcome to this episode of the Pickups. We have changed the game room again. I got a table for our Sharps NES TV. I will show that to you at the end of the video. But we had a really good day of garage sailing, thrift store. We didn't go garage sailing, but thrift stores, pawn shops, that kind of thing. It is Monday, so there were no garage sales. But I do love garage sales. Went to Goodwill. Bought my daughter a pair of shoes that she wanted, $4, Marvel superheroes. My son wanted Portal 2, so we picked that up for $4. DVDs were $2 each, so I picked up this one, Manborg. When I scanned it, looks like it was about $12, so I put it up for like 10 with $2.75. This is the stuff that sells on eBay. $2. Anytime I see sealed, like self-help or workout stuff or like, Christian audiobooks, stuff like that. And they're like $2. That stuff, like, for whatever reason, always sells. So this is Heal, change your mind, change your body, change your life. I listed that one this morning, already sold it for $15 plus $2.75 shipping. So we've already paid for our day, minus $2. Found this will pay for our day. If you ever see this one out there, pick it up. It is Cocoon 1 and Cocoon 2. For whatever reason, probably because it's out of print, but these things sell for about $30. So really awesome score right there. I stopped at a different Goodwill done by campus, by Ohio State University campus. They didn't really have a lot, but I found some sealed media. Never pass on sealed media. 99 cents. We got Maxell 128 mm GX MP. We got those. So again, it's factory sealed. We got 2 of them for $1 each. I'll lot them up and I'll put them up for maybe like $14 with shipping. So not a bad day there. And then these, you see these, don't pass these up. $1.99. This is Fujifilm 2 HD 3.5 floppy disk, high density. There's 10 different, or 10 of them in there. So factory sealed on that. Looking to get about $15 on those. Plus, I always charge $2.75, which is standard media mail shipping. It was Monday, so you guys saw me outside of my favorite thrift store. This particular thrift store on Monday, if it's the certain color tag and it's $12 or under, it's automatically 75 cents. That's how they have so much inventory and they get so much stuff in. That's how they clear out their inventory, is 75-cent Mondays. They have fooled around with that. It went up to $1 and $1.25, but now it's back down to 75 cents. It was orange tag today, so orange tag was 75 cents. I have started to notice this at thrift stores. Let me know if you guys are experiencing the same thing. To deter or prevent people from using scanners, they actually put like white tape over the UPC codes. So I ran into that like all day. I went to like 3 or 4 different thrift stores and they were doing that. So I don't know what the point of that is. Like I said, to deter people to use scanners is sort of a silly reason to invest in a bunch of tape so you can put it over the UPC codes. People are still just going to type it in anyway. You know what I mean? So they're going to find out what it's worth. But 75 cents. Fusion Frenzy for the original Xbox. Complete. Disc needs a little touch up. It's got some light scratches on there, but nothing crazy. Fable. Platinum hits. Doesn't sell for a lot, but again, I'll throw it in the trade bin. So when we have our trade show, whenever we're going to do that, that'll be cool. Train Simulator 13. Does have the code thingy in there. But looks like that's about 15 bucks. Heroes of Might and Magic 4 and 5 complete. I don't know what that's worth. It's still sealed, and it was 75 cents, so I wasn't gonna leave it. I'll figure it out, do some research on it after the video. I'm sure it's probably like 10-15 bucks. Then I was digging around in a shopping cart that they had with a bunch of like DVDs and teddy bears and stuff in it. I saw this, I was like, wait a minute. I have never seen that before, and things that I've never seen before, I will typically look up. And it's an anime. I got $1.50 for this one, but looking at comps for similar of these DVDs, not this particular one, looks like they're going for about $70. Bible Black only. It is an anime, like I said, series, and it is not safe for children. So that's all of that I will show. Like I said, comps on that are crazy. That's the only reason I picked that up is for resale. I was at the thrift store across the street. I needed one of these cables. I paid $2 for it, so I paid up. I would never pay $2 for that cable unless I really, really needed it, which I do. I had to have one today, so we bit the bullet on that one and paid for it. Again, more sealed media. This is a Fujifilm 100 megabyte disc zip, IBM formatted. Got that for 99 cents. Not a heavy seller right there, but looks like it'll bring in about 7 or 8 bucks plus shipping, so whatever. Saw this, Lego and Star Wars. That's the combination for money right there. This is a droid developer kit, $1.99. So what this was is some of the Legos are like mechanical, like you can program them. And this is the disc for that. Kind of shows you how to program for the droids. I saw some comps online. It looks like this disc was going for about 10 or 12 bucks, somewhere in there. So again, not a high yield item, but it was cheap, and there's some room for profit there, so I'm not going to pass it up. I totally bought this for me. This is the My Name is James Bond 50th anniversary edition. So there's been a lot of talk lately about a female James Bond character. I wasn't with that. You know, James Bond is a dude. He's a white British dude to me. But from what I understand is they're basically going to retire James Bond and then just give this woman, whoever she is, the 007, I don't know what you call it, assignment. So, I don't have any problems with that, I guess. I would like to see like 2 more James Bond movies where we sort of introduce her and then see her progress a little bit before we give her her own movie. And it'll be an opportunity for them to see what the fans think, how the fans are going to respond to her. But it's got three CDs, Skyfall, Die Another Day, Moonraker, all the songs from the James Bond stuff. That's totally something I would listen to while I was like packing orders or messing around on the internet machine, cleaning cartridges. $1 for this, Sid Meier's Sim Golf. Looks like sealed copies were about 30. I'm going to try and get 20 out of this. So it is complete. Build your own golf course. But like some of this stuff, you just sit on it for so long. But we'll see what we get out of that. $1 investment. I don't think that is too crazy. Went to Half Price Books. I wasn't really looking to buy anything unless I found a really, really good deal on it. And I think I found a good deal here. It's a PS3 game that I have been looking for. You guys know I love the PS3, but I'm sort of selective about the games that I want to collect for the PS3. It's really like the rare stuff, games I want to play, and then like the collection videos, right? Sly Cooper, Tomb Raider, Jak and Daxter, that kind of stuff. I'm not really interested in collecting common titles or sports games or anything like that for the PlayStation 3 because I do it for the PlayStation 2. That's the main PlayStation console that I collect for. Anyway, every time I see this game, it is $20 or more, $25, $30, sometimes $35. But I got it today for $15, which I feel was a really good deal. It is Alice, The Madness Returns. It's a game that, like I said, I've been looking for a while. I've wanted to play it. It's got the insert and the manual in there, so it is complete. And very happy to add that to the collection. So I stopped by this pawn shop. It's the same pawn shop. It's a Cashline Advance. And it's where I got all those PlayStation games, PlayStation 3 games, for 99 cents each. And I hadn't been there in a couple weeks, so I was like, I'll go back. I was looking through their PlayStation 3 games. Somebody picked them over. and there isn't a lot left. I don't know who that was, right? But they got some PS4 stock in. They didn't really have anything awesome. They just had like sports games and like common stuff. I saw this, did not have a price tag on it, and I asked the lady. She said $5. So I was like, I am in. It is a copy of The Crew 2, and it is still factory sealed. Unfortunately, the disc has come out, so this is a game I'll probably end up playing anyway, especially for $5. But if I were going to sell this, looks like comps online, about $30 is what we can expect to get out of this. I'm half-hearted to like maybe try and sell it, you know, like half tempted. But we'll see. I do love the PS4. You guys know that. So, I'm leaving with that. Walk past their case, their glass case, and I see a DS in order. Like it's like a DS, a 3DS, and then on the next shelf below that's a PlayStation Vita that they had for $89, which was a really good deal on the Vita, because that kind of place you can kind of talk them down, maybe 10 or 15 bucks, and get it cheaper. Now that I'm thinking of that, I might actually do that next week. Anyway, I look by the Vita and I see a bag of DS games, and I see a pretty good DS game in there, games that we wouldn't normally pass on. So I asked her about them, and she goes, no, those go with the console. And I said, oh, okay, well, this is a PlayStation Vita, and these are DS games. And she goes, oh, well, they're on the wrong shelf. They actually go with those Nintendo DS's. I said, oh, okay. Do you mind if I check them out? Can I look at them? She's like, yeah, but they go with the console. I said, okay, well, if they're good enough games, I'll maybe just buy the console. So I get the bag out, and I'm looking at them, and I'm like, so you wouldn't just sell these to me separately? And she's like, no, we got to sell them with the console. And I said, okay. They wanted $50 for the console. So I said, well, if I bought everything for $50, what would you buy the Nintendo DS Lite back for? And she was like, yeah, it wouldn't be much. It'd be like $10 or something like that. I said, okay. I said, I just don't really need the console. I have one. And she goes, okay, well, if I broke them apart and I sold the games separate, I'd have to charge you a little bit more for them. I said, okay, no problem. What are you thinking? She goes, I'd have to charge you $3 each, because they sell regular DS games for $2 each. I said, okay, well, I'm looking at them, and I said, I'll tell you what, you work on commission. I can actually pay up a little bit for them. How about $5 each? And she was very happy with that. She was like, you're going to give me more? I'm like, yeah, for those games or better games, I'll give you a little bit more. So immediately she was like, yes, absolutely. So I took them over to the counter. She rang them up, and for $5 each, we got Pokemon Black, Pokemon White, and Pokemon White 2. Now those are not going to focus, and I just threw them on the floor. But what a great deal there. Looks like they'll trade into GameStop for about $36 cash or $45 trade. Sometimes it's easier just to take them into GameStop and trade them in than it is to kind of list them and then deal with selling and fees and all that stuff. So I haven't decided what I'm going to do with them yet, but $5 each, we all know that is a great deal. All right, so the last thing that I have for you guys today, I ordered a package off of eBay. This is a game that I've had my eye on for a very, very long time. Never could find a price that I wanted to pay for it, as it is a limited run game. But a guy had it for $29.99 plus $4.53 shipping. And it's like, I'd probably pay you $30, but I don't want to pay the $4.53 shipping, right? I'm cheap. So and he said best offer. So I offered him. I said, listen, man, how about 20? Because with the shipping, it's going to be $24.53. And he said, well, the best I can do is $24 with the shipping added on, not including. So it was $28.53, but it was an open copy. Limited run games, I'm telling you guys, it's rarer to find an open copy of a limited run game than it is a sealed copy, because people buy them to, hold on as an investment, which is fine. I have no problem with that, but I want to play them. And I explained to him, I said, listen, I don't have to have a physical copy. I can buy one on the PlayStation Store for $10. So we settled on $24 plus the $4.53 shipping. Early limited run game at number 6. That is Futuridium. 2,000 copies. In the future, I think these low print run limited run games, especially the early ones, will be very, very valuable. So I'm happy to have a copy, especially an open copy. Professional packer, you put the bubble wrap in there. but you can see it's got the sticker and the postcard and the manual or the insert or whatever is in there. So very, very nice condition on that. And if you're watching my YouTube channel, man, hey, I appreciate you giving me a good deal on that. Very excited to live stream this when we get a chance. We're actually playing South Park Fractured But Whole now, but anywho, guys, that is going to do it. Thank you so much for tuning in. What have you been picking up? Leave a comment down below. And as always, guys, take care of yourselves. And we will see you on the next one. All right, so I forgot this. This is the Office Jet Pro 6968. Got this today at thrift store. It was 30 bucks. They still go for like 80. And other than this one flap, it's sealed. It's got all the paperwork in there. But this is what I wanted to show you. You get this table at Goodwill. It's a Lane solid wood. It's not flimsy or cheap at all. So it was awesome to get. You can see I put my NES Sharp TV on there. Now the Sharp TV measures like 24 wide by about 16 deep. That table is 26 by 26. I wish it was a little bit shorter on the front end from this corner to that foot. You know, maybe another 6 inches shorter or whatever. But you get what you get. But I ended up having to move this NES shelf from there back to here. So yeah, it was a whole day of like moving crap. I hurt my arm. And because this TV has an RF on the back, I actually hooked up my Master System and left my stack of games right there. Very cool to CRT TV, man. So we can play phaser games and NES Zapper games. So Carol Ann and I were playing Duck Hunt the other day. She thought it was pretty cool. So, yep, that's where my Sharps TV is right now.